In my opinion, one of the best ways to grow your business and get more ideal clients is through networking. There are a lot of do's and don'ts in networking that can help your time invested be more beneficial. I ran into a lot of people who tell me, Lauren, I really don't like networking. It feels vulnerable. It's awkward. I hate putting myself out there. Networking is so not my thing. So if you're that person, I want to let you know I empathize with you. Those emotions are absolutely real. But I challenge that emotional reaction you're having because it is one of the quickest ways to cash and to grow in your business. So if you're passionate about your vision board and the goals you want to be reaching, I would encourage you. Sometimes we do have to do things that feel a little bit uncomfortable. I would rather show up at networking events than have to do a lot of cold calling or have to feel frustrated that my business is going nowhere. The emotion I would choose is that discomfort at the beginning of a networking event. So let me explain a little bit of what to do to help your networking events be most successful. First of all, which networking events you're going to. Depending on your business and your industry, look at what's available. It's great if you're new to this, just start with doing a Google search. We can find out what are chamber of commerce that are happening in your town. What are special meetings and things that are going on? Is there a young professionals group? Do you qualify for that young professionals group? Great. Add that mixer to your calendar. Usually there are a number of things that are public that are business oriented networking groups. Those are wonderful things to show up to. And sometimes there are industry focused ones. And so sometimes there is a realtor, board of realtors or women in realty that you can be going to. So look online to see what is available locally in your area. Obviously, you can also go to online virtual networking events as well. So you can look up if there is something virtual or online that you can join. That's a perfect way as well. So do a big Google search to see what is available. The second thing is put that on your calendar or register. Taking that step of knowing when it is can feel satisfying, but you actually have to go. In fact, I would challenge you to have a goal. Usually I suggest try to go to at least 2 networking events a week. If you go to 2 networking events a week and then set 2 one-on-ones from each of those networking events, you're more than likely going to pick up at least 1 new client that week or a really strong referral source. So it's worthwhile to go ahead and set up, if you're able to, 2 networking events a week. If you're just able to do 1, no problem. Something is better than nothing. So first you're going to find one, then you're going to put it on your calendar. The third thing is you're going to show up. I know sometimes you see it and you're like, I don't want to. I know I sometimes have virtual networking events and I just went from work call to call to call and to hop on a networking. And it is valuable. Do what you said you're going to do. Let this be a principle you live your life by. So if you put it on your calendar, let's show up. So I challenge you, don't second guess in the moment. Just show up, just go. Oftentimes there's someone there that you're meant to meet. If you don't go, you will miss that opportunity. So let's follow the plan. Let's show up. The fourth thing is, what do you do once you're there? I always encourage people, have a clear idea of who are those ideal people that you want to be meeting and working with. So in the past, I would go to networking events and I was mainly looking for people in sales. So when I would run into a lawyer or a CPA, I would quickly say, gosh, great to meet you. And then I would move on to another group that did have someone who was selling insurance or selling real estate or selling mortgage. I was trying to hang out with my ideal client. So if you know which industries you want to get introduced to, then you can pay attention to people's name tags and how they introduce themselves. Be kind if it's not the right industry for you, but then quickly move to a new group of people to meet someone who is in your ideal group. The fifth thing we want to be doing is engaging in conversation that's more than just the weather, having that next step. So if I've engaged with someone who seems like a really good fit for my business, I'm going to know my elevator pitch. We call it the wow how statement, where they respond, wow, how do you do that? My wow how statement that I would use was that I help people make more money. And they go, wow, how do you do that? Well, I'm a sales coach. That oftentimes will perk and open a conversation if it's someone who's interested in what you're doing. So craft a really clear, simple, easy response to, hey, Lauren, what do you do? You can respond, I help people make more money, or whatever your wow statement is. and it will get them into a conversation with you if it's a good fit. Last big tip I would give people is to schedule one-on-ones when you're actually at the networking event. So you can go ahead and pull out your phone. I kid you not, I found this to be the easiest, most concise way. You'll pull out your phone, and if, let's say for me, I was connecting with a financial advisor at this networking event, and I said, wow, Brett, it was so great to meet you. I'd love to grab a coffee or lunch with you to hear more about your business and what you do. I'm sure we have people we could introduce to each other. What's your calendar look like for later on this week? Boom. And I will grab my phone and I will hold it open and I'll go to my calendar. That implies to him that he should be responding and doing the same. And they absolutely do. That person will open up their phone. They'll respond to your nonverbal cue, the gesture you just did. They go to their calendar and they say, yeah, later on this week looks good. How about Thursday? Thursday's perfect. What is your favorite lunch place? I would ask them. Or your favorite coffee shop near your office? This place. Okay, fantastic. So I'll go ahead and shoot you a calendar invite right now. What's the best email address to send this to? And I will plug it in on my phone to their email address, send it to them, and then I literally tell them, go ahead and accept it so that it pops on your calendar. Great. Looking forward to see you Thursday at 1 o'clock for lunch. That'll be great. This is the easiest way to get a one-on-one at a networking event so that you're not then afterwards going through business cards, forgetting who people were, trying to reach out to them. They don't respond to your email. Yeah, that's frustrating. And so instead, I challenge you in the moment, pull out your phone, set that one-on-one, send them the invite, and you betcha they show up. It's fantastic. And if they need to cancel, obviously I'll reach out to them the day before to remind them. If they need to cancel, they can, but more than likely they don't. This is a really effective way to let your networking event be productive, even by the time that you leave. Other little tips that I have for people, I'm sure you've heard this, the joke, they say, don't bring your business card. Obviously, you can bring your business card, that's fine, but keep in mind, you do need to get people's business cards. We need to know who these people are. And in fact, sometimes people say, oh, I don't have a business card. And so that's when I would simply say, no problem. I'll just look you up on LinkedIn. What's your first and last name? So I will add them on LinkedIn in the moment. Or I actually would have a piece of paper, or you can do it on notes on your phone, or you can add as a contact card. Go ahead and grab their information in the moment manually. So I encourage you, don't be the person who they say, oh, I don't have a business card, and then we actually don't end up connecting with them. Take that next step to say, no problem. I can actually text you my contact, and then you can text me back. What's your number? And boom, go ahead and get their number and name, send them your contact card, and you've started that ability to get back in touch with them. So be the proactive one. Be the one at these networking events who is in there shaking trees, meeting people, kissing babies, getting names, getting introductions, and even getting meetings set. You totally can do this. And what it means is you don't have to be the person who's 75 years old, still going to networking events, trying to grow your business. You get to go in as a blitz, be really focused, and then you can be going to networking events a year or two, get a great base of referral partners and clients, and then you don't have to go back. So I encourage you, have fun being strategic at networking events.